correct.
Yeah.
I mean, philosophically, there are some issues, I think. Like, I'm a bit sad that Perodua in general and Toyota have to make all their cars look aggressive to look good. You get what I mean?
I know. It's counterintuitive to their brand image.
There was a time where, Toyota and Nissan, the mass market products were just cheerful, happy looking things.
Yeah.
Now everything has to look like a sports car. Why?
Yeah, even the Alphard has a face that is so aggressive, it looks like the Predator.
Yeah. Like, why? You don't need to. I mean, maybe the market is there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides that...
Started with the Evo, not Evo, the Lancer.
The Lancer.
Yeah.
Even the regular
Gundam
model.
face.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's blame Mitsubishi.
That's with Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
Can't do anything right.
Second-rate company, can't do bought over by Nissan, which is also a second-rate company. So what? You're third-rate, bro. Oof. Anyway, let's keep that in.
It's got sequential turn signals.
Okay.
Which you can't see.
You were showing me that day the Mazda MX-30.
Yeah. Yeah.
The effect during the day, I watched the video.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
But I've seen it
in real life.
And I was like, hey, Subhash didn't notice this. Then I saw the video. Oh, Subhash noticed.
And you yawned. You yawned the loudest yawn in history.
Yes.
I mean, maybe some showrooms can give you tomorrow, but the average wait time is still 3 months.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because it's made in the same factory as the Alpha.
So every time someone in Perodua line gets later than they are promised, it's because one Toyota got sold.
Correct. Dude, it's the same
It's like
assembly
Bentley
line.
and Rolls Royce in the past.
Yeah.
For every 4 Rolls Royce you make, one will be a Bentley
Yeah,
one.
correct. So basically, this is a Bentley. That's what Toyota is going to hear when they watch this review.
We're up there now. Yay!
Actually, we insult them 90% of the time. All they hear is,
Rolls
they
Royce.
call us Bentley.
Yes. Autophiles lovers, come take discount voucher.
If it's a $20,000 discount voucher, I'll
Can, no problem.
we'll buy this and then down badge it to us.
At 20, and I think I have to respect those people who pay 20,000 ringgit just to not wait 3 months, because I cannot afford to pay 20,000 ringgit for just not to wait 3 months. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be damn freaking rich, bro. Because that's like 7,000 ringgit a month, you know.
Correct.
Just because I can't wait, bro. Bro, it's too long, bro. I'm willing to pay 20,000 more, bro. Bro, I thought it was like 8 months. Okay, 8 months, it's like 2,000 ringgit a month. You know, a car would have served you much more worth than that in a month. But, 3 months, cannot lah.
It's like buying a Velfire versus an Alphard, you know.
No, I think the differences are smaller.
Smaller than that.
I think it's buying an Alphard G versus Alphard lowest L or something like that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the differences are like that.
I like that.
Because literally we're talking about batch engineering, because Alphard has a different face.
This is a different face.
It has a different bumper.
Oh, you mean the lights and everything?
Different.
Okay.
Lights are different. But the panels are all the same. So here's the same as well.
Yeah.
It's just that the lights are the same, it's just a different word. Yeah. But within Alpha family also you have golden other stuff lah.
Right.
So I think it's somewhere between a Velfire versus Alphard and an Alphard high spec versus an Alphard low spec.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Perodua, that's why the waitlist is 8 months.
Yeah, it's a biggie lah.
Yeah, dude, 70K and you get this.
It's like buying a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, custom everything.
You will have to be in line, sir. The line is about 300 cars long. And we make each one by hand. Customized to your needs and wants and whims and fancy.
No,
this is 8 months. Bro, we have 350,000 order. Can you wait? Yards ahead in
when the Avanza came out, it was what, 55,000 ringgit?
I think so.
Unbelievable price.
Yeah, it can do everything. It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, yeah.
But they pretend it can.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay lah, you're gonna die a whole family in one car. It's okay, you die. But you're in Indonesia, there are too many of you anyway. so I get that feeling.
Yeah.
The car is horrible, man. To be honest, in all objective sense, it's horrible to drive. Yeah. but it gets the job done and it's so damn cheap. Right?
Correct. So it's impossible to ignore in Malaysian setting.
Correct, and that's why it sold so well. But
You remember driving the Toyota Sienta?
Mm.
Remember that? That one didn't feel as cut cost as this.
it didn't feel.
That was like a fun-loving, okay
It's
package.
okay, but it didn't sell, isn't
It
it?
didn't sell well, yeah.
Because it's too expensive.
It was expensive.
Right.
But then this is the same price. So.
Oh, now this is it. But that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was 100k 5 years ago.
Now this is now.
Yeah. This is 90 plus K without the power sliding doors of the Sienta.
Oh, so basically it's the same price. Something has been underchanged.
Something,
Something has been shortchanged.
yeah. I mean, there's ADAS lah this time.
Okay, maybe it's gone to this thing and gone to this charger. We'll get there later on. Okay.
This one all is the same. The back, the difference
Started
is...
with Nissan.
Yeah, actually,
Huh?
the trend.
Yes. Have you seen the latest Sentra?
Yeah.
Tanchal refused to bring or cannot bring or not allowed to bring?
Not allowed to bring.
You haven't performed, boy.
I think they refused. The last one also didn't sell at all.
It was the #1 selling car in China.
China, yeah. Crazy, eh?
Gorgeous looking, huh?
Yeah. The facelift looks good.
Yeah.
So, but in a family car, do you think synthetic leather is more suitable? Because
No.
it's easier to clean.
No, I personally think let it be. I've used my Alphard with that cloth material, which is a little bit luxurious.
Yeah.
And they don't dirty it as easily as you think.
Right.
And I've never washed it in years. I just wipe them. And it's not as bad. You know?
And black will kind of hide the stain.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it will not be in the next generation.
What is wrong with just putting regular vents? Wouldn't it
I
packaging?
think I know why.
Why?
The solution, I think the train of thought goes like this. We cannot afford to pull the aircon vent all the way to the back.
Okay.
Which means we have to blast this aircon in the middle row to
Maximum.
be quite strong.
Right.
Now, so if I put it to 2, chances are there's a good chance it can reach the back. But that also means I will die of freezing off my forehead.
Okay.
Which means you have to devise a solution to prevent your forehead
Oh my
from
God.
freezing off. Now, then it will freeze your balls. It's very simple. You put it to 1, then you don't freeze your balls. I think that's
the most difficult to explain reasoning.
that's the most German thinking.
The real success here is Perodua. Because dude,
They deliver value at extremely good price.
yeah, and you didn't get strong armed by Toyota. Because if this was 10 years ago, Toyota
cannot
might
sell
have...
that.
Yeah, correct. They did that with the Nautic out. Remember
Yeah, I
Toyota
know,
Rush?
I know.
They came in and said, no, you had to stop selling it. And then they sold the Toyota Rush at like 70, 80,000.
Yeah.
And you do
It
see a
didn't
lot
sell.
of Rush. I mean,
Oh, is it?
you see a few here and there. It's not like a huge sales
It doesn't
success.
fly off the shelf.
It doesn't fly off the shelf, yeah. And then I think they tried to do it with the Arus, but also didn't happen. And then with this, Lagi didn't happen.
I think in a way that was the strength of authority from the government. You're gonna screw with Perodua, we're gonna screw with you. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think okay lah. And ultimately, if you're paying 60 or 1,000 ringgit for a car that's like this, even without this Apple lah, without this,
it's very...
come on
yeah.
guys, you know.
Fundamentally, if this car is
You
62,000,
shouldn't be spending 5,000 ringgit on a phone if you're buying a 60,000 ringgit car. You know what I mean? I've been trying to poison my staff to buy that car. He's in who I want X50. I'm like, I want to tell him, bro.
you have 8 kids.
No, he doesn't have, but he's still single. But I've been trying to poison every person I see. It's like, bro, you need an MPV in life. You know? Whether it's an MPV or a van, doesn't matter lah. Just one. Then you can toy all your other car. You know what I mean? Then you go and buy this thing, then when you're in trouble, you have a kid, then you realize, oh shit, I have to sell it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We had an Alphard, proper, run it like everything. Then you go and buy whatever Ferrari Porsche Triumph TR4, TR7, whatever donkey you can think of, you go ahead. But don't do halfway there and then buy an SUV because I've been trying to poison him to get the
Alza.
Alza.
So Alza is like close
Because
to a
how
5.
much you can pay for Alza, like 700, 800 ringgit a month.
Yeah.
You can't do that here. It's 1,000 over ringgit.
Yeah, correct.
You know, 1,000 over ringgit with the average pay of Malaysian at 3,000 ringgit, 2,000 plus.
Die.
Cannot lah. You know what I mean? Die lah. So I think I've been trying to poison him lah. X50 cannot. I like X50. I can afford X50, but even I also accept the fact that that thing when it breaks, it's gonna hurt a bit.
Yeah. I think a lot of people min-max their car lifestyle.
I think they forget that X50 is benchmarked against cars that would have sold for 150.
yeah. It's people who would have bought a base model A-class kind of thing.
Ah,
Looking at what Toyota changed to make this more Toyota, I think, okay, they did enough. What else can you do?
okay.
What else can you do? You
God,
gave...
can. But you see, the problem with Toyota is that they also make very cheap cars.
That's true. What else can you do
So
with the profit margin of Toyota? Yeah.
Internally, they can like literally justify to, hey, it's a Toyota already, what?
Yeah.
It's just not an Estima Alphard level Toyota.
Correct.
You know, not a Harrier
It's not.
level.
The problem is the base of this car
Yeah.
still feels very much more Daihatsu than Toyota.
Yeah,
If you're going to buy this particular car, why not go and get a used Sienta, Toyota Sienta? Your waiting list is shorter
the
because
problem with Sienta is that use, number one. Use. You see, people buy brand new car, they must have virgins. No? If you're not virgin, it cannot be dirty. So that mentality, you know, you have to accept that.
Aiyo.
So you 100,000, you can't get shit. You can get X50, you can get X70 maybe.
Yeah, you can stretch and get an Expander because Expander is like 99.99.
You can get Expander. What else can you get?
BRV, which is being phased out.
Okay,
also.
phase out. Don't think about that. HRV.
It's too small.
Yeah, X50 small.
Yeah. So X70. The answer is always X70 at the end of the day.
Yeah, X70 is always the answer. So then why don't you pay less and wait a bit longer?
That is the answer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you are buying this car,
Yeah.
chances are you probably already have something else. For you to like be someone with a 20,000 ringgit extra cash, you probably
For
can
no
wait.
reason.
For no reason.
For no actual tangible reason.
Yeah.
Which is going to depreciate away anyway.
Yeah.
Most likely you're going to get a 5,000 ringgit premium over the Perodua as a second hand.
Yeah. Yeah, just wait lah. Wait and get the answer.
What's wrong with you, bro? Nothing against Toyota and selling this car, but it's just that, you know.
Yeah, and the biggest selling point of this car, which is the wireless Apple CarPlay, is not 100% superior to wired because of a lot of reasons, which I won't get into, but it's not. I've been using it over the past few days.
It's a bit clunky.
It's a bit clunky. Sometimes the thing will kind of cut off, and then to get the whole system to restart, you have to pull over to the side and off the whole car. It's just like...
Is that the read your text thing that came out?
Yeah,
that thing. I don't want no random
yeah,
person
some
reading
people...
my text.
Look at every Proton X50, X70. Those things sell like crazy and they don't even have wired Apple CarPlay.
And remember the gimmick on High Proton?
Yeah.
Nobody use it. It's just an absolute gimmick.
Correct. The whole point is get your car in the right price point and sell.
And drive. Does it connect? It connects. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
That's all you need.
If it's 5,000 more, okay. I would say you're still paying mostly into this.
Yeah.
Because we did our calculation just now, it come out to 1,000 over ringgit. So where is the 18,000 ringgit? Taxes, badges, and non-pro door, reality of driving a non-pro door. So,
maybe the vendors get paid a bit more because the quality is generally better on like
the seat fabric.
The thing that folds down properly.
Okay.
Maybe the seat fabric is also paid
a bit more.
Yeah,
expensive.
maybe 10% more here there.
It's still not 5,000 ringgit. To be honest, the differences is still not 5,000 ringgit.
This car should have been at most 8,000 ringgit more expensive than ours.
At most.
At most. Then you can still say, okay, fine. I'll close one eye. 20,000 is mad. 20,000 is too much.
I want to see the guy who bought this car. Because I saw this car with the Toyota badge, I'm like, who is this dude? That's the biggest flex you can do. That's the greatest flex, to buy the same thing at a higher price. Because I can, bro. You can or not? You cannot, ma?
I know of one friend, tired already, wanted to buy a new car, went to a Toyota showroom and put money on the Rush. The Arus Rush.
Okay.
And I was like, does he not know there's the Perodua Arus?
You know, it comes back to that guy. I know, I don't care.
Yeah.
That Dergil.
The moment you say Perodua, there's like a complex about it.
There is this need to be higher than that.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Which is fundamentally the same thing. It happens with Alphard and Velfire. People look for class distinct. People are classist. There was a period of time people used to think Velfire is higher class than Alpha. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
There was articles
Sportier,
online.
you know.
There was articles online. I want Velfire. I don't want Alpha. Bro, it's the fucking same thing. In fact, Alphard has a higher tax into Malaysia than Velfire does.
Cannot help these people.
People cannot help.
Yeah.
Cannot help, I tell you. They will look for the smallest differentiation. It's like, oh, I now feel elevated.
Yeah.
It's like Oprah Winfrey. She walk into a Switzerland LV or something store, Hermes store, and they didn't want to sell her back because they thought she cannot afford whatever that they're selling. And Oprah is like, it's classism, too many of them. And when I'm in a lot of car groups, and I tell you, car people, I'm a car person, and car people are the shallowest shit of society.
Correct.
Unfortunately, many people, including in my circle, are like that. Classies as fuck, bro.
Yeah. And sometimes it's people who can't even afford to be classes are still classes. You get what I mean? People who they cannot afford to maintain a car that is in their minds better than the non-classes.
Yeah.
They are still in that mindset where, I would rather be in a shitty dying version of my car than to upgrade and not upgrade, buy a new Perodua or a new, whatever lah.
Yeah, whatever.
Replacement, because it's a Japanese brand or it's a Chinese brand.
I noticed that classism is not just brand, it's also where it comes from.
Yeah.
This classism, I think in our choice of car, it reflects a lot of our prejudice, our racial prejudice, our nationalistic prejudice, our cultural prejudice, and our worldview. You read Paul Tan, you read Evo. Don't bother with Mars lah. Mars is full of
the worst of humanity.
This is the bottom barrel, man. It's diarrhea and vomit mixed together. but read Paul Tan and read Evo. You see that distinct classism. I always have this thought in my head. Read Paul Tan is like that. Actually, the guy, actually, and then Evo is like that dude, that French dude who stands on the balcony looking down.
Peasants.
Peasants and plebeians. You get that feel, but I'm very unfortunate. There's no safe space.
There's no safe space. Autophiles comment. We just have Peter reading the subscriber count.